So today I have in a second watch from a brand that we've recently looked at on the channel, Draken Watches. A few days back, I posted a video on the Kruger chronograph that I'm wearing as we speak. If you missed out on that one, I'll link that in the description below. Today, though, is all about the Tugela GMT. Now, Draken are becoming known for their very tooly, robust watches. This one definitely slides right into that category. Big thanks to Draken for lending this in, so let's get straight to it and check out the watch. Now, this is actually the second watch in the Tugela line. They also have a dive version that's been out for quite a while now, although it looks like they're currently sold out, and I'm not sure if or when they plan to restock them. As far as the GMT goes, though, these will be available for pre-order starting April 29th, and there is 3 options. The black dial, black bezel I have. There's also a black dial with steel bezel insert and a blue on blue. So this is a prototype, and it's for the most part in line with what the production models will look like. There's one change that will change up the look, though, and that is the minute hand. The minute hand on the production models will not be orange. Same hand, but with the same finish as the hour and second hand, and that should give more emphasis on the GMT hand. The hands and hour markers are large and aggressive in design, so getting the time with a quick look is not going to be a problem at all. Running the watch is the Elaborate Grade Solida SW330-2, which is a high beat movement, a Swiss high beat movement, beating at 28,800 vibrations per hour. This is not a true or traveler's GMT, so as opposed to having the local time, hour hand being set in the first position, you set the GMT hand. A traveler's GMT is a little more convenient if you're traveling between time zones, but if you're, for example, working and need to track a different time zone, this is the way to go. And because of that, these are often referred to as office GMTs. I mean, you can still use a watch like this for travel. It's just a little more finicky to set. So with the crown pulled out to the first position, you can set the GMT and the date. Clockwise will advance the GMT hand, counterclockwise the date, and there's actually a neat little detail with the date, and that is the date is loomed, and it's actually totally legible in the dark. The lume on this watch is ridiculously good. The date isn't quite as bright as the rest, but this is a beast in the lume department. The bezel is fully lumed, and they've also lit up the logo on the crown. The bezel is a 48-click bidirectional bezel, which I think if you're going to have a GMT with a bezel, that's the way to go. So many times I've had GMT watches in, and they haven't bothered to go the extra mile to have that. Most, especially micro brand watches, end up using a dive bezel with a GMT insert. So I was glad to see a proper bezel on this watch if ever you need to track that third time zone. Good action, which is thanks to what Draken calls a ball bearing-like mechanism. The bezel flares out following the lines of the case. It's shaped a whole lot like a Reese peanut butter cup at the right angle, and because of that, it's super easy to grip and turn. The case and bracelet have absolutely zero polish work. The watch is 100% bead blasted 316L stainless steel, and it just looks ready to take on anything. Same as the Kruger chronograph we looked at the other day. The case is signed with the company name. I could take it or leave it myself, but it is very subtle due to that bead blasted matte finish. The bracelet is an engineer style bracelet, which totally suits the look of the watch. One upgrade coming to the bracelet is the links. On the production units, they will be screwed links. This one uses split pins. The clasp is signed Draken. Just open it up here, and you can see we have a total of 6 micro adjusts to help get a good fit on wrist. And here it is on my 7¼ inch wrist, and I think they've done really well with this one. It just feels so sturdy, Really good build quality, and it's a good looking watch too. The way the case tapers in towards the case back, it's also very comfortable. These will be available for pre-order starting April 29th. Pre-order price for these is $785 USD and will eventually be $1040 at full retail. Link to where you can find them will be below. Thanks again to Draken for lending this in. Appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.